Well, you may have seen me post about this before, but I got a new inlet, turbo inlet from Integrated Engineering. It's the new style. They wanted me to do an install video just to show you how easy it is to install with a new style. So we're going to show you a couple of things. I've got this previous one off already, and I'll be putting the new one on, and stick around. So with Integrated Engineering's turbo inlet, they've got two flanges. This one is an adapter. It is set up for my TTE 710 and is put on here to accommodate the wider opening. Also, one thing that they do different than some others is they've got this collar that you are able to get to these screws pretty easily, mount up to your turbo, and then you have two other screw holes that are here and ready to mount up to the inlet itself and hold that in place. The revision includes this style of opening, and we're going to put a stud down on the bottom. This will rest in and cinch in place as you tighten the top screw, which will make dealing with that bottom scenario a much easier prospect. How much easier? Well, let's find out. If you watch my TTE 710 install, you may have noticed that it took me a long time, and one of the things that took a long time was dealing with this screw. I ended up dropping like 2 Allen wrenches down underneath into the engine bay that sat on the belly pan. I had to retrieve, as well as just probably screwing around with that for like 2 hours to get it in and tight. So we're gonna try this new method. I'll be back as I get this in the hole. Okay, so as you can see, we have a new screw and a little like stud piece spacer. It's meant to fit right into the flange there on the turbo and hold it in place on the inlet. So the nice thing is we can deal with this without anything being in the way. Just take our fingers, get that started, get it all tightened up, and then move on to the top screw, and life is much better. All right, as you can see, the screw is started in place, and I'm just using my fingers here, my big old meats. No problem getting in there. I found that using the 2 index finger method, so imagine I had the other index finger over here to get it started and then turning, worked best for me. That's just because this will also turn. But this is working out good. All right, so just finished it up with my fingers, getting it tight, and then got a Allen wrench in to finish tightening it up so it doesn't come loose. And took a gaze at my impeller on my turbo because it's awesome. All right, so what makes this so amazing is you can get in, see if I can get this thing to focus here. You can get in with the flange, get it seated, get everything out of the way up here, and just tighten this top screw and you're done. Obviously, you do still have to connect your secondary air intake down here and then your other one up here, but that is a much easier process than before. So I'm gonna do that, get this thing buttoned back up, move on. Okay, so getting this secondary air intake on can be kind of tricky. It's hard to tell, but it is down right there. As you can see, I've got a long extension and then a shorter extension. The way I did it is I got the pipe into place, having that sort of sitting in on there already. I put the short extension across here and used it for leverage with the long extension to push up on that secondary air intake down there until it clicked into place. So that is how I did it.